Hello, I'm Sheila, and over here is my little dog Hannah. Hey, Hannah. And this is the Yoga by Sheila YouTube channel. I thought I would start out today's practice with a little ornament from our chakra tree. We created some affirmation ornaments back in December and January to just start the year off right, and we still have our chakra tree up. I'll have to show that in one of the next videos. But this affirmation just says, I honor who I am. I honor who I am. So maybe as we do this brief practice, focused on the shoulders and upper body, we can just use this as maybe a little mantra. I honor who I am. So today's practice, we'll use a chair for most of it. And it's really helpful if you have a belt. Not everyone has a yoga belt at home, but if you perhaps maybe have a bathrobe belt that's pretty long, this belt is 6 feet long. Maybe a necktie if you don't have one of these, but if you can add one of these to your home practice essentials, this would be a really nice tool to have because they're very versatile. They're also great for when you travel because they're easy to pack. They don't take up very much space. All right, so let's sit well in our chair. I'm seated towards the front edge of the chair. I'm not slouched back against the back of the chair. Feel your feet underneath you. You can have the eyes open or closed. Whether the eyes are open or closed, keep the muscles around your eyes soft. The palms rest on your lap, either facing up or facing down. You can maybe play with that back and forth and see what feels best for you for this practice. Again, feel the feet connected to the floor. The buttock bones supported by the chair beneath you. The belly gently lifting in and up towards the heart. Collarbones broad. Shoulders relax away from the ears. Not forcing any of these movements. And allowing these movements to evolve with each breath. Lift the crown of the head. And take the back of the head back just a little bit. Feel the breath moving in and out of the body. I honor who I am. Inhale. And as you exhale, just drop the chin slowly towards your chest. Open the eyes slowly. And then lift the chin away from the chest. Let's bring the arms up and overhead. Interlace the fingers and turn your palms up. As the palms reach up, the buttock bones reach down. Maintain this length in your spine. Lower your arms and twist to the right. Inhale, bring the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers and take a look at the fingers, and then reverse the way the fingers are interlaced. So I like to just hold my thumbs together and then let all the fingers trade places, and then the thumbs trade places last. Turn the palms up again. There might be a whose arms and hands are these moment. They're yours. Big inhale for length in the spine. Exhale, lower your arms and twist to the left. Inhale. As you exhale, draw the belly muscles gently in and face the front. Excellent. All right, we're gonna do a little warm-up using a yoga belt. I've learned this from many teachers, my own teacher, his teacher, and Elise Miller. So my teacher, Terry Brown, his teacher, Adil Pakivala, Elise Browning Miller, and Jason Crandall uses this too sometimes on the glow videos that I see. So you take a belt, separate it. You'll probably have to separate the belt wider than you think. So as we lift the arms up, go slowly. Pay attention that the elbows are staying straight. There's a moment here where you might feel the front low ribs here start to poke forward, or you might feel the lower back start to arch some. Go ahead and take time to adjust your posture, holding those belly muscles firm. And maybe here the hands separate slightly, so I'm going to slide mine out a little wider so that the arms can go back behind you. Ooh. Well, that's a fun feeling. Let's inhale, take the arms up, and exhale forward. Inhale the arms up, exhale behind. Inhale the arms up, exhale the arms forward, and just keep going back and forth, about 3 more times. Paying attention to your posture. You might be able to bring the hands about a 1/2 inch closer as the shoulders warm up. My elbow just bent, so that means take the arms apart a little further, Sheila. I honor who I am. And I think I lost count, so I'm just going to do one more for good measure. Join me if you like. Good. Just allow the belt to rest on your lap. Place the hands on the legs, palms down or up. Take a few breaths here to pause and feel the effects of the practice. It's a great way to warm up the shoulders and move that synovial fluid around in the joints. Increase blood flow to the joints. All right, open the eyes. This next practice won't use the belt, it's just going to use your arms. So first, we'll just take our arms out, roughly 90-90. That means the bend in the arms. This is a 90-degree angle-ish. This is a 90-degree angle-ish. Then bring the forearms together. As you bring the forearms together, you can bow the head slightly and breathe between that space in your upper back that's between the shoulder blades. If you can't bring the forearms all the way together, it's okay. Just get them as close as you can. Now we're going to open the arms back up and take them back a little bit to open the front of the chest. Feel the heart space lift. Maybe even lift the chin just a little bit. Good. And then lower the arms. I'm going to demonstrate how we're going to use those two movements together, combined with the breath. The inhale will be where we take the elbows back and lift the head up slightly. On the exhale, we'll round the upper back a little bit, bring the forearms together, and chin towards the chest. Join me, please. Bring your arms out to that little starting point. Inhale, elbows back, chest lifts, maybe the chin lifts a little bit. Exhale, round the upper back and bring the forearms towards each other. Inhale, open, lift the heart. Exhale, forearms come back together, round the upper back. Let's do this 3 more times. Inhaling, lifting the heart, elbows back. Exhale, forearms come together. On this next one, if you want to let the palms turn out slightly as you lift the chest, that's fine. And then exhale, forearms come together. Let's do one more. I again lost count. Rest the hands on the lap. Pause and feel the effects of your practice. I honor who I am. So this next practice is going to involve the belt. Hopefully you have a belt that you can adjust so that it's shoulder distance apart. If you're using a necktie or a bathrobe belt or something like that, you might want to pause the video so that you can bring this belt to where the arms are shoulder distance apart. I'll stand so you can see what that looks like. Okay. So you can do this practice either seated or standing, but I'm going to go ahead and stand. Have the feet beneath you. Feet are parallel to one another. And they can be hip distance apart, or you could have the big toes, the big toe mounds touching. So I have the belt placed on the wrists, and this metal belt buckle is away from my skin. Press out against the belt. Reach the arms forward. Reach the fingertips forward. Now slowly start to take those arms overhead as you press out against the belt. I like how this little tail is right in my face. Nice, and then lower the arms. And don't be concerned with how high up the arms go. This isn't a race. It's not a competition with yourself or anyone else. I honor who I am. I would like to turn to the side just to show you what might happen if the shoulders are a little bit tight. I feel like my shoulders are always tight. As the arms start to go overhead, they'll meet some resistance for most of us. When we meet that resistance, a couple of things can happen. One is we can just stay present and say, oh, I've met resistance. Let's take a break and stay here for a moment. Or two, we can be in a hurry and force the arms further than they can go, and then our form with our upper body gets compromised, right? So you saw my back do this little back bend. Oftentimes the lumbar spine compensates for tightness in the shoulders. So just be mindful of the torso and its position. I'm going to scoot this tail a little bit over, but keep the metal buckles off of my skin. And one more time. Bring the arms so that they're parallel to the floor. Reach the fingertips forward and start taking your arms overhead. In one of the other chair videos, we used a block between the hands and pressed against it. This time we have a belt on the outside of the wrist and we're pressing against the belt. Both of those practices energize the arms. I've met some resistance. I'm going to stay here a couple breaths. If that resistance releases, I can take the arms a little further into the pose. And if it doesn't, I honor who I am. If it does, I honor who I am. Arms come down. One more little stretch with the shoulders. I say little, it's quite a big one for me. We're going to switch the belt so that it is now behind us, but still on the wrists. Same attention to the torso position. Reach down through your fingertips, taking those shoulders away from the ears. Press out against the belt and slowly start to lift the arms away from the floor. I'm going to turn sideways. And then once you've reached about as far as you can get, go ahead and tilt the chin towards the chest. Maintain smooth, steady breathing. One more inhale. Exhale and lower the arms. Wonderful. Just give the shoulders a little shrug. Let's join the hands together in front of the heart. I honor who I am. And who I am is light and love. I honor who you are. Who you are is light and love. It's that light, that love, that connects us, and we are one. Thanks for watching. Namaste.